Assalamu alaikum. Students, I hope all of you are well. Students, today we are going to study about the complex numbers. Till now we have studied the real numbers. But before we proceed further, let me ask you something. If I write down 2 power 2, 2 square, what would be our answer? 2 multiplied by 2 will give you what? 4. Similarly, if I take the square of minus 2, we will have minus 2 into minus 2. That will again give you 4. So these are real numbers, isn't it? So whenever we take the square of a real number, our answer is a real number. But what if we take a square of some number and our answer is negative? Is it possible in the real numbers? No, definitely not. So here, if I write down an equation, x square plus 1 equals to 0. When we solve this equation, we will have x square is equals to minus 1. And if I solve it further, what we will have? That is taking square root on both sides, it will give you x square is equals to minus 1. Now can we write x square as plus minus x whole square and then we will take the square root? As all of you know, when we eliminate the sign of the square, we will have plus minus. Now can I write it like this? Plus minus x is equals to minus 1, or x is equals to minus 1. Sorry, square root. If we take square root on both sides, here we will have square root of minus 1 as well. Now what would be our answer? X is equals to square root of minus 1 and x is equals to minus into square root of minus 1. Isn't it? Now what about this number? Does this number exist in the set of real numbers? No. Here we have to introduce a new set of numbers which are called complex numbers. Square root of minus 1 could be written as iota. How we pronounce it? This is iota. Similarly, square root of minus 1 with minus sign would be minus iota. So it means the solution set of this equation is what? Iota and minus iota, or we can write it like this: square root of minus 1 minus into square root of minus 1. So these are the numbers which are called complex numbers. Whenever we solve this type of equation, our solution does not exist in the set of the real numbers. Here we have to introduce a new set of numbers which is called complex numbers. A complex number, if denoted by z, could be written as a plus iota b. Here a would always be the real part of the complex number z, and b is what? Imaginary part of the complex number z. Right? So let us define the set of the complex numbers now. Okay students, set of complex numbers could be defined like this: z such that, this line is for such that z is equals to a plus iota b. Complex number would always be written in this form. Here a and b belongs to the real number. They would always be a real number. And this sign is for and iota is equals to square root of minus 1, as we have studied now. Now students, whenever we will write down a complex number, for example, z is equals to 4 minus 3 iota. Here real part of this complex number is what? The real part of z is 4. And imaginary part of this number is what? Minus 3. Don't forget to write down the sign beside this number. And there is no need to write down iota because we have already written that it is an imaginary part. So let us solve question number exercise 2.5 and question number 3. So here we are going to start exercise 2.5, question number 3. Question number 3, part number 6 is for our convenience, we can suppose the given number as z. So let us take the given number as z. Z is equals to iota minus 3. Now students, what would be the real part? Is it the real part or is this one the real part? The real part is always without iota. So it means the real part of z over here is, real part is minus 3. Part number 2 is, let us suppose w is equals to 3 minus 5 iota. Now here, which is the real part of number w? Complex number w, that is 3. Here the real part is 3. And what about the imaginary part of this complex number? That is minus 5. So don't forget to write down the sign which is just before that number. So now students, you can solve the other parts by yourself for your practice. Now we will study another term which is called conjugate of a complex number. If a complex number is given to you, for example z is equals to a plus iota b. Now if we will take the conjugate of this number, we will write down a bar just above that number like this. Now conjugate will do what? It will change the sign which is just before the imaginary part. It will not affect the real part of that number. So conjugate of a plus iota b would be a minus iota b. If the sign over here, for example, let us take an example. If a complex number z is given like 2 minus 3 iota. Now if we will take its conjugate, the z conjugate would be 2 minus 3 iota bar. Now conjugate will just change the sign of the imaginary part. So it would become 2 plus 3 iota. Fine? So let us solve few questions from your exercise. So it's question number 2, part number 5. Let us suppose, for just our convenience, the given number as z minus 4 minus iota. Now if we will take the conjugate of this number, we will put a bar just above the given number. Now as we have studied, the conjugate will just affect the imaginary part. So we will just change the sign of the imaginary part. The real part would remain as it is. So what is the real part? Minus 4. It would remain as it is. And what about the imaginary part? Minus iota would become plus iota. So this is the conjugate of the given number. Integral powers of the complex numbers. So students, as all of you know, iota is equals to what? Square root of minus 1. Now if we take square on both sides, it would become what? Iota square and square root of minus 1 whole square. So students, can we cancel square with the square root? As we have studied that this radical sign could be replaced with the power 1 by 2. So iota square is equals to minus 1 power 1 by 2 into 2. If we cancel it, so iota square would be equals to minus 1. Fine. So this is what we have proved over here. Now students, if we take iota power 3, how would we solve it? Whenever you will have an odd power, you can split it to the nearest even power plus 1. Fine. So can we write it? Can we write it like this? Iota cube is equal to iota power 2 plus 1. Now by the laws of index, can I write it like this? Iota square into iota power 1. As the bases are same, powers could be added to each other. Now what about iota square? As we have done, iota square is equals to what? Minus 1. Iota square is equals to minus 1. So minus 1 multiplied by iota. And minus 1 multiplied by iota will give you what? Minus iota. So here iota cube is equals to minus iota. Similarly, if we take iota power 4, can we write it like this? Iota power 2 plus 2 by the same procedure. And then if I separately write it like this, iota square into iota square. As the bases are same, we can add the powers. Now what about the iota square? Iota square is equals to -1. So we will replace iota square by -1 multiplied by -1. And -1 into -1 will give you +1. So iota power 4 is equals to +1. Now students, whatever the power is given, you can solve it on the similar procedure. So let us solve one power, any two powers from the exercise 2.5. Okay students, now let us solve question number 1, part number 6, iota power 27. Now how would you solve it? As I told you earlier, you can split the power 27 to the nearest even number, 26 plus 1. Now can I write it like this? Iota power 26 into iota power 1. As the bases are same, we can add the powers. Now what about this, iota power 26? Can we write down 26 as 2 multiplied by 13? 26 as 2 multiplied by 13? Yes, we can. 2 into 13 into iota. And then if I write it like this, iota square whole power 13. Now student, you can replace iota square with what? As you studied earlier, iota is equals to square root of -1 and iota square is equals to -1. So replacing iota square by -1, we will have -1 whole power 13 into iota. Now what about -1 whole power 13? Students, whenever you will have a negative number raised to an odd power, your answer would be negative. For example, if I have -1 power 3, it means I will multiply -1 how many times? 3 times. So it will give you plus, and plus into -1 will give you -1. So whenever we have -1 raised to an odd power, our answer would be negative because -1 would be multiplied odd number of times. So we will have -1 power 13 equals to -1 multiplied by iota. And when we multiply this, what would be our answer? Minus iota. So this is the way how to solve the integral parts of the iota or a complex number. Now students, we will go for the question number 4, which is the last question of exercise 2.5. Okay students, now last question of exercise 2.5 is find the value of x and y if x plus iota y plus 1 is equals to 4 minus 3 iota. Now students, this is the equality of two complex numbers. We have to equate the complex number given on the left hand side to the complex number given on the right hand side. But for this, we have to gather or we have to write down or rewrite down the given equation with the real part at one place. For example, here x is the real part and 1 is the real part. So can we write it like this? X plus 1 and then imaginary part is plus iota y. So if I put a bracket over here, it would be more easier for us. So this is the real part of the number given on the left hand side. And y is the imaginary part of the number given on the left hand side. This number would remain as it is already in the form a plus iota b, the real and imaginary part. Now if I equate these two numbers, real part would be equals to the real part and imaginary part would be equals to the imaginary part. Right? Real part, we will equate the real parts and the imaginary parts separately. So here real part is x plus 1 would be equals to what? 4 would be equals to 4. And imaginary part y would be equals to what? Minus 3. Don't forget to write down the side which is just before that, the imaginary part. That is y is equals to minus 3. So there is no need to find out the value of minus 3, it's already done. And just we have to solve this side. So what about this? Can we subtract minus 1 from both sides? Yes, plus 1 would be cancelled with minus 1. So x is equals to 4 minus 1 will give you 3. So here value of x and y are 3 and minus 3 respectively. So this is the way how to equate two complex numbers. Now students, exercise 2.5 is completely done here. You have to practice these questions by yourself. Okay students, good luck and Allah Hafiz.